How's it, Indian Cowboy? DocSports.com. Gonna on Tuesday, April the 11th. Let's get straight to it. Let's get this video. Getting it to you a little bit later today. Hello, I'm Indian Cowboy. This is Doc Sports. Indian Cowboy algorithms have been around for 19 years, and Doc Sports has been around for 53 years. Sort of the OGs of this thing. I have a doctorate and a master's in biostatistics. That's how these algorithms work. Welcome to my podcast. Our best selections are over at DocSports.com under Rune Chiva. Our next best selections for double the content if you want it. It's over on YouTube Premium, where I give you 3 extra thoughts every single day, all for just $20 a month. Live show once a week as well, which is tomorrow evening, where it's our teaching channel, where we kind of teach you how to fish and how to look at ball games more in depth. Our final best selections are free picks and leans on the daily video every day, which is what you are watching now. Free $60 worth of premium selections as well in the link below. If you want to sign up for it, you get free $60 worth of premium selections, as well as a link to how to get to YouTube Premium. If you want even more content, hop onto our Twitter. It has our consensus reports, our trends on late night ball games, our hot takes on sports, daily updates, and our contests, our free contests, which you can win money, such as Daniel Kalisis. Let me give you what the name of our winner was in our last contest. We had the total number of hits. Zachary Casillas was our winner. He had the total number of the hits that was in yesterday's ball game, so good for him, outside of the White Sox game. All right, let's get your free play today. By the way, the NBA playoffs start today. We couldn't be more excited. We have a 7-unit NBA selection today. We come off a 7-unit winner on the Spurs, as you know, as they won outright on Sunday. We also gave you the 5-unit on the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they won 151 and 131 as well over the Spurs. So back-to-back NBA winners. We're excited about the NBA tonight, 7:30. Looking to make it 3 straight winners in the NBA. Looking to have a very successful NBA playoffs. 10-2 start to the baseball season after our 7-unit winner on the Arizona Diamondbacks, winning 3-0 yesterday, comes through. 7-0 all sports weekend as well, as you know. I think we're one of our 13-5, 6-0, and 3-0 the last 3 days in baseball. So we're looking at 22-5 run differential over the last 3 games, which is really good, and hopefully that will continue to happen. So hopefully you sign up for the baseball season and the NBA season for the playoffs. Soccer is on an 8-2 run. NHL is on an 11-5 run, and boxing right now 2-1 recently with a 7-unit winner. All right, let's get your free play winner today. I like the under between the White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. You can find the current line in this game sitting around. This game goes off at 7:40. So a little bit sooner rather than later. I'll try to get the video to you a little bit earlier tomorrow. But I like the under 7.5 between these two teams. So you have a 5-6 and a 6-4 team here. White Sox beat Minnesota 4-3 recently. So, about a 500 team here for the White Sox. Minnesota's lost back-to-back games coming in. 3-4 and 1-5. Does Minnesota really lose 3 in a row? I think they get a strong pitching performance here from their pitcher. Lynn went 4 innings at 9 hits and 8 runs and 3 home runs in his last game. It's probably a bounce back because this is a pitcher that went 5 innings, 3 hits, and 2 runs against Houston. So obviously he can pitch well. Lynn had a 3.99 ERA last year, which is a solid ERA, and he had 2.69 ERA the year before. So he just struggled in one start, and he bounces back probably. Lopez went 7-3-1 against the Marlins last time, and he lost, but he went 5-2-0 against the Royals before that. He had pitched for the Marlins, and he was a stud in his years with the Marlins. I love the under here. The under is 7-2 for the White Sox against a right-handed pitcher. You have 2 pitchers that are motivated to do well, and Minnesota's coming off back-to-back losses, so they're going to want to do well as well. So I like the under there. I also like the under between Detroit and Toronto today. Detroit and Toronto in the baseball. You have a 2-7 team versus a 6-4 team. Detroit just won 2 games. Detroit has lost 4 in a row. I should say Toronto just won 2 games. Detroit's lost 4 in a row. The Blue Jays come in as a massive favorite here. Detroit scored 11 runs in their last 4 games. Lost to Boston 1-4 in their last game. 9 hits in their last game, but just 1 run. Versus 7 hits and 4 runs for their opponent in their last game. Toronto won 12-11 against the Angels. Big win for them. They've won 4 of the last 5 games. Matt Manning is 3.53 ERA, 5-6-2 against the Astros, 5 innings, 6 hits, and 2 runs. He did beat the Astros to his credit. Manoah went 7 innings, 1 hit, and no runs against the Royals. Manoah struggled in his last game against Detroit, though, 5 innings, 7 hits, and 4 runs. He's coming off a loss. So I think the under makes sense here because Manoah has a little revenge against Detroit last time. I also think you have a pitcher here for the Tigers that probably comes through with the bounce back too. So it does make sense for this game to probably go under the posted total today in Detroit, Toronto. Finally, Cincinnati, Atlanta. I like the over between the Braves and the Reds. 4-5 team versus a 7-4 team. Braves lost 4-5 last game. Atlanta's won 5-4. And after losing 3 in a row to the Padres, Cincinnati had, between these two teams, there's 22 hits in the last game, so not a lot of runs were played and only 9 on 22 hits. Sessa has a 3.38 ERA and a 4.57 ERA before that. He went 5 innings, 4 hits, and 2 runs against the Cubs. But he's going to have a letdown. especially when he faces a Braves team that hasn't really busted out offensively in a while. Wright is on a bounce back too. You would think he had a 3.19 ERA, and Wright went 6 innings, 2 hits, and 0 runs against the Reds last time. He dominated them. So the Reds do have some experience against him, and they probably bounce back here. I think the Reds can be an active dog as well. I think the Braves need to bust out on offense. I think the Reds pitcher's in for a letdown because he's traditionally not that good given last year's results. And the over is 6-2 when they face the NL Central for the Braves as well. So I like the over there. YouTube Premium is between the Royals and the Rangers, and San Diego and the Mets, and Minnesota and the Lakers. And we are on a 5-1 and 95 and 52 run for YouTube Premium. Hope you guys do well. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Indian Cow working hard for you every single day. Please take a moment and like and subscribe.